Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 17 franchise mode with your Detroit Red Wings. Yes, we are back here for episode 2 in our franchise mode. We are halfway through our first season in charge. We are going 22, 15 and 4. We are first in the Atlantic Division, surprisingly enough. And yeah, we're playing pretty well. We managed to find some chemistry with the line of Dylan Larkin, Franz Nielsen and Justin Abdelkader. They started to slack off as the season went along, but they were very much the catalyst towards us having the record that we have towards the start of the season. So we're going to go up to the trade deadline. That's the main aim. And then we're going to see if there's any moves we need to make and to see if we can make the playoffs. So let's start by going there. So, we have a 4-game winning streak we're currently on. Oh, Jesus. Peter Mrazek, he comes back. Every time, the first game of the season, he gets himself injured. And now he gets himself injured again. Oh my God, dude. Sort it out. Right. In the system. Let's go goalies. Caro, come back. Thank you. Edit lines. My goodness. Why can't we just do well here? So yeah, we've got a couple of injuries. Thomas Tartasource is injured at the moment. So Jimmy Howard, you need to play there. And Caro, you can come and play backup. There you go. Best lines for you guys, because I don't care. Anyway, so away against the Chicago Blackhawks, we lose 7-2. So we were on a 4-game winning streak. Away against Dallas, we win 2-0. Good, we get another shutout. 3 shutouts in 2 weeks. Ryan Sproul's been injured, but that's Grand Rapids, so replace the player, not a problem. Wow, the Griffins aren't playing very well this year. Multiple players on Detroit eligible to be dressed, so we'll edit the lines manually and see what happens. So if we go best lines, so Abdelkader, you want to come down and play with these two. Who else is there? Sheehan, Glendening, and Helm we want to play here. Oh, but isn't Thomas Tatar... Thomas Tatar isn't back from injury yet, is he? No, he's not. Okay. And then Cronwall, Green, Eriksson, Borowiecki. We'll go with Makarath because he's younger. And he can hopefully grow a couple of overall points. There we go. Nice. And we carry on. So home game against Pittsburgh. Another 7 goals against. 2 games this week we've had 7 goals against. Wow, that's not good. We'll scout forwards in the queue for a month. Why not? Ryan Sproul's back. A home game against the Habs. And we overtime lose. Okay, we get a point. Better than nothing. Home game against the Bruins. And we win 2-1. Awesome. We're playing well against the Bruins this year. Away game against Buffalo. Can we get a win? We can. 2-1. Nice. 2 straight 2-1 wins. Home game at the Joe against the Rangers. An original 6 matchup. Thomas Tatar is back in the lineup. Awesome. So, guy needs to go down. Who we got? Anthony Mantha. Drew Miller, you can go down, sir. You're waiver eligible, but I doubt you'll actually go through waivers. Did you go through waivers? Yeah, you're fine. Right, okay. 2-1 loss against the Rangers. Oh, I should probably stop this here, shouldn't I? So, win against the Bruins again, 2-1, and a 3-2 loss against the Maple Leafs. I've just seen that Thomas Tatar might have been scratched these last few games. So we're still first place in the division, only by 2 points though, so it's all up to play for. No current injuries, which is great. Thomas Tatar isn't actually playing at the moment, so let's get him back in the lineup, I think. So, Darren Helm, you want to go here. Dylan Larkin, you want to go here. Riley Sheehan, you want to go there. Andreas Athanasio, you want to go there. Vitali, yeah, we'll keep Vitali in, but I want to swap Tangradi for Anthony Mantha. There we go. Nice. Okay, we'll carry on now. I just want to make sure I've got the perfect lineup because we've got a 3rd checking line group. We've got our 2nd line that's actually producing quite a lot of points. We want to try and keep the stuff that's working here. So, back up to the trade deadline. So, we've got, what, 3 wins in our last 5 games. Tyler Bertuzzi's injured, but he is one of those guys. He's in Grand Rapids, so that's not a problem. Grand Rapids, well, they're dealing with a lot of injuries at the moment. So, a home game against the New Jersey Devils. Can we get a win here, lads? No, we cannot. We lose 2-1. Proper jinx myself there, didn't I? A home game against the Islanders. Can we win? I hope so. And we... overtime win. Good. Away game against Nashville. A 2-1 loss. Okay. Home game against the Blue Jackets. Can we get a win here against the Blue Jackets? That would be nice. Jared Cowan's been injured. Doesn't matter. We've got a guy that can replace him. A 3-2 win against the Blue Jackets. Awesome. Away game against the Capitals. We lose 3-1. Okay, we're playing very much 500 hockey at the moment here. Another game against the Blue Jackets. This time it's away. Can we get the win? Yes, we can in a shootout. Away game against the Wild. Oh, a scouting assignment. Let's go forwards in the SHL for 2 weeks. Jared Cowan is back. Awesome. We will just slot him back in. I don't want to go best lines because that will absolutely screw up everything that I've got here so far. So, McElrath, I don't know why those two would play like that. They obviously want them on the off wing or something. Right, Jared Cowan, you're back in. Okay. Away game, shootout loss. Okay, we take a point. Better than nothing. Every point counts at this time in the year. Home game against the St. Louis Blues. We lose 4-1. Great. Home game against the Washington Capitals. Can we get a win here? Mitch Callahan's back for the Grand Rapids. Lovely. Against the Washington Capitals. Can we get a win here? Our bloody hoops. Oh, Peter Mrazek's been injured again. Oh! Right, against Washington, we lose 4-2. Away game against Pittsburgh, a 6-1 loss. Home game against the Islanders. This is the opposite division, but still, 5-2 loss. Okay, so we're starting to play 500 hockey now. We're starting to lose it right when we need this team to play well. Mitch Callahan, replaced player. He's got himself injured again. Wow, the Griffins have got 30 losses this season. They're playing like the Colorado Avalanche this year. Jesus. Scouting assignment. So we scouted forwards in the SHL. We could probably scout defensemen there as well, actually. 3 weeks on defensemen. An away game against Vancouver coming up. Against Vancouver, we lose in a shootout. Okay, so we're 29, 26, and 7 so far this year. Okay, we have dropped massively in our division. We are 3 points back from second place, so we need to find something that works to get going here. This is not good enough. Right. So now we have a big question. Are we going to miss the playoffs? We can either try and go all in and try and pick somebody up for this team. We can either trust the team that we've got and not make any moves and hope we make the playoffs, but chances are we might not. Or we've got to just leave it, and chances are we'll miss the playoffs, but we'll have a decent draft pick. What draft picks do we have this season? That's a big question, actually. Hopefully we've got a first. We might have a couple of seconds or something. Let's just see. Let's see what draft picks we have available. We could always try and pick up a free agent instead. So, let's just take a look at the draft picks we've got. We've got about $2.something million in salary cap space. Draft picks. We have a first, a second, 3 thirds, a fourth, a fifth, 2 sixths, and then a seventh. Okay, so we've actually got quite a lot of picks this year's draft. We've got the Toronto... We don't even have a third round pick from us, which is awesome. Okay. And then next year we should have the New York Rangers draft pick, or is that the next year after that? I'm a bit confused. Oh, we don't have the New York Rangers draft pick. I thought we did. Doesn't matter. Okay, so... let's take a look at the free agents again. We need to patch up this goal scoring. Defense, I mean, there isn't really much we can do there. But Evgeny Medvedev still wants a contract. Actually, that would be awesome if we could sign Evgeny Medvedev. Right, I'm going to go Evgeny Medvedev again. See if he'll sign with us. 1 year for $2 million. You'll be my trade deadline pickup. Don't worry about any trades. We can worry about that later. For now, I want to see if we can pick up Evgeny Medvedev. No trades necessary. This is our last chance. If he says no, he says no. I'm going to trust this team to do a good job. Yeah, should I trust this team, though? Oh. Let's take a look at what's on the market. Let's take a look at every team and see what's available. I think that'll be a smart idea. Just in case there's a player there that we want to pick up that has, like, lost morale or something, or has lost their trade value. So let's take a look at the skaters matching the block. So, prospects from Anaheim. From there, Pavel Datsyuk. Well, I don't really want him back. It would be awesome to have him back, but I'm not going to take him back. Against Boston, Zaboril. Nope. Depth guys. Brian Gionta, depth guy. Carolina. Matt Tennyson. Nope, he didn't score a single goal this year. Go and watch that video. Pretty good one. Nope. Bittner, he does rise quite a lot, but no. Nobody on Calgary. Chicago, depth guys. When there's that many people, you know it's just depth. Francois Beauchemin, that could be pretty decent, but we could get the other guy for nothing. Patrick Sharp, Yuri Hudler. Those would be some pretty decent pickups, but I'd have to give up too much to get them. Yeah, I don't think I wanna. I don't think I want to give up much. Andrew Ference, nope. Florida, depth guys. LA, depth guys because there's so many of them. Minnesota, depth guys. The Habs, depth guys. The Devils, depth guys. Or V2's still there though. Depth guys there. Seidenberg, Chimera. Oh, and Bernier. Well, who's Bernier? Steve Bernier. Steve Bernier. He's a depth forward. He's 80 at 31 years old. He's not very happy, so he probably wouldn't climb much higher than that. The Rangers, depth guys or prospects. The Senators, prospects. The Flyers, nothing. The Penguins, Sprong. Don't know why they always have him up for offer. Prospects for the Sharks, the Blues. Prospects. The Tampa Bay Lightning, prospects. Yep. The Maple Leafs, nothing. Well, the Maple Leafs are playing pretty well, so they don't need to. The Henrik Sedin. Nah, I'm alright, thank you. I'd have to give up too much. Skaters matching the block on Winnipeg, none. And Washington, last one. Prospects. Right, no, I'm going to trust the team that we have. I'm going to trust that we know what we're doing here, and we can make it. Yeah, I think we can do it. If we sign Medvedev as well, that will really patch up our defensive core. But other than that, I think I'm okay. So we'll go up to the 10th of April. Let's have a look here. So, trade deadline ends. We have an away game against the Calgary Flames. Ah, right. Roster's full. Bollocks. Oh, poo. Roster was full for Medvedev. That's a pain in the ass. Peter Mrazek is back. Awesome. We'll let him play backup goalie for the time being. Goalies. Karo will keep you up here anyway. We may as well. Doesn't matter. Not a problem. Okay. So, away against Calgary. We lose 3-2. Oh, this is not the start we need. Glendening's been injured. Great. Away against Edmonton. 4-3 loss. Right, we're going to need to go on a massive winning streak here, lads, if we want to make the playoffs again. We need to get some consistent hockey here, lads. We're about to play 500. Away against Toronto. Tangrady's been injured. Perfect. Luke Glendening's back. Oh, my God. Make up your mind. Right, so that's the same lineup as it was before. Yep, not a problem. There you go. Come on, against Toronto, we need a win. A loss. Against Boston, come on, we've played well against them and we lose 3-2. A losing streak now is really not the best thing. Home against the Chicago Blackhawks. Oh, McElrath's been injured. Great. Home against the Blackhawks. We need a win here, lads. A 7-5 win. Good. It was sloppy, but I'll take it. We're on a 5-game losing streak. Home against the Rangers. We need a win. A shootout loss. We get a point. It's better than nothing. McElrath is back. I might just go best lines, actually. We'll go best lines and see if that makes any sort of difference. Okay. So, away against Colorado. We need to string together some wins if we want any chance of getting back to the playoffs. Xavier Ouellet is back. Good. Against Colorado. Overtime win. Good. Against Arizona. A loss. Bollocks. Mitch Callahan. Wow, the Grand Rapids players have had so many injuries this year. Home against Colorado. Come on. Shootout win. Good. I'll take it. Scouting assignments. We scouted in the SHL. Any players in Russia? Not many. La Liga. We'll scout forwards there for 2 weeks. Why not? Against Buffalo. Come on, boys. Against Buffalo. 4-1 win. Against Montreal. A 6-3 loss. Okay, so we're starting to get a few more wins here. 33 wins on the season. Against Tampa Bay at home. Come on, lads. Come on. A 5-4 win against Tampa Bay. Divisional opponent as well. Against Minnesota. We lose in overtime. We get a point. Better than nothing. Against Carolina. Come on, lads. They're not playing very well this year. Oh, shit. Franz Nielsen's been injured. Oh, bollocks. Okay. Right, best lines. We'll have to do that. See how that works. Against Carolina. Good. Shootout win. Good. 5 out of a possible 6 points. Best roster, Jared Cowan's been injured. Against Tampa Bay. An overtime loss. We get a point. Come on. Against Toronto. After this game, we'll stop the simulation, actually. Franz Nielsen's back. Perfect. 2-1 loss against Toronto. So, if we're looking at this, we are 2 points out of a playoff spot. Oh, Jesus. We're 8 points behind. We could potentially catch up if if Toronto loses every single game. There is a chance we can make this. It's going to be very, very close, but there is a chance we can make this. Jared Cowan's out for 3 weeks, which is a massive pain in the arse. Come on, boys. Right, best lines. Yeah, this is what we're going to have to go with. Come on, Detroit. We are so close. Right, we'll simulate the next 2 games. And we'll look at the last 2 games of the season. So we want to go up to the game against Montreal. Come on, we need to win both these home and homes against Ottawa. If we do, I think they're one of the teams that are slightly higher than us. So if we could take both of these, that would be amazing. Rest of the world, nothing. La Liga will go. Goaltenders in the La Liga for 3 weeks. Why not? Need to scout some goalies at some point. Against Ottawa, come on. We need some wins. A loss. Oh, bollocks! Right, so this is not good. This is not good indeed. We're going 35, 35, and 10. Are we statistically out of the playoffs? Yes. We are statistically out of the playoffs. Oh, for God's sake. If we just won that home and home against Ottawa, we need better. Right, well, just as it's predicted, the Detroit Red Wings miss out on the playoffs. We're not going to get a decent draft pick either. We're probably going to get like 15th or something, or 16th. Or 14th, maybe. Because we've been close to reaching the playoffs. Right, best lines. Best lines. So, home against the Montreal Canadiens. We're playing for pride here now, lads. Eric Tangrady's been injured again. My God. Right, home game against Montreal. A shootout win. Best lines. And a shootout loss. Okay, so we finished 36, 35, and 11 to end the season. So both the NHL and the AHL teams didn't make the playoffs. We missed it by 7 points. Wow. So I want to take a look at where we are in the league, because that will probably tell us which draft pick we get. 64 points from Franz Nielsen that year. Good. He was almost a 30-goal scorer as well. Oh no, Henrik Zetterberg was almost a 30-goal scorer. He got 64 points as well. Nyquist, 58 points. That's much better. How does that compare with his previous points? That's the second, tied the second, well no, that is the second most points. No, that's the most points, because he got 60 points in the AHL. That's the most points he's ever got in the NHL. So that's good, he's had a career year for us, nice. Dylan Larkin, he smashed his point total from last year. 45 points last year, 52 this year, but he was a -3. Justin Abdelkader with a 53-point season, that is his best point totals ever. That's good. Franz Nielsen, he had a 50-point year. A 64-point year, and that's the best he's ever had. So we've got guys that have had the best years they've ever had. Thomas Tatar, 48 points. You're slacking here, mate. You're meant to be a second-line forward. 48 points, no, that's no way near his best totals. So, Thomas Tatar, he's looking like trade bait at the moment, if I'm honest. It's a shame that we missed the playoffs, but, I mean, it was expected. Considering they didn't make the playoffs in the real NHL, it was kind of expected. So we will simulate up to the draft, see what happens there, and we'll start next episode with the draft and the off-season. So we'll simulate up to the draft. Regular season has ended. Yes, it has. Owner goals evaluated. Hey, be within 1.5 million of the salary budget. Nice, gave me some extra money. Cheers, coach. I didn't actually see the owner expectations. I think we were meant to be a hopeful or something like that. The Grand Rapids finishing off their last few games of the season, but surprise, surprise, they're not going to make it. Oh, Jesus. You know, doesn't matter. Right, so the AHL regular season has ended. Wow, they finished last in the conference. Wow, Rapids. Bloody hell. I mean, if you're going to lose in spectacular fashion, I guess. So, it's in the playoffs at the moment. I mean, for the first time in 26 years, 25 years, the Detroit Red Wings are not in the playoffs. It's a tough pill to swallow, that is. Right, we'll scout 3 weeks in the ELH. Jared Cowan is back for the next game. So we're going to have to make a lot of moves here, I think. I want to see what free agents are available as well. I want to try and sign some good guys. The only problem is, quite a lot of these high free agents probably won't want to sign with a team that missed the playoffs. So we'll need to see what we can do, really. We'll need to see what we can do. This is going to be a tough one. I mean, Thomas Tatar, he's definitely trade bait. If I could get a solid pick or something for him, that would be awesome. Because he's just not producing. He just never produces when you want him to. Well, I'll go defenseman in the W for 3 weeks. try and scout a range of stuff. And then we'll probably go goalies in the O to finish it off for 3 weeks, just to make sure we've got some goalies there as well. Because we're going to have mid-round picks. I think we'll maybe get as high as 11th or 12th. Go best roster. But yeah, we'll probably get high as high as 11th or 12th. So the fact that we've got a first-round pick, a second, and a couple of thirds, we're going to get some depth ones, which is good. That's exactly what we need. We need some good prospects coming into this system. Right, 3 weeks on goalies in the OHL. The Minnesota Wild have won the Stanley Cup. Wow. Well, judging by how well they've done this playoffs, I'm not quite sure. And the Hershey Bears take the Calder Cup. Wow, congratulations to them. There you go. So, there you go. Sorted. So, the Minnesota Wild take the 2017 Stanley Cup. So, we are drafting... Oh my god, we're drafting 6th! Wow! Awesome! We are drafting 6th in the draft. I was expecting us to go like 11th or 12th. Awesome! So we've got the 6th pick in the draft. So, retired players. Nosek. 36 years old, 65 overall. Okay. Bye. I didn't even realise you were part of our team and you've retired. So, thanks for your help, mate. Who else has retired? Jaromir Jagr's decided to hang up the skates. Oh, I wish it hit 2,000 points, though. Patrick Marleau. Pavel Datsyuk's decided to call it a day. Shane Doan. Mike Ribeiro. Mark Savard. Pronger. Cullen. Verbata. Chris Kunitz. Chris Kunitz is 37. Darnell Zubra. Zdeno Chara. I mean, they came last. Kabali. Brian Campbell. Wisnowski. Dupuis. Umberger. John Michael Isles. Etc. etc. Okay. That's not too bad, then. Right, so we have come up to the 2017 NHL entry draft. Next episode, we shall start with drafting some players. But I'm going to end this episode here then, folks. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.